Arc fault circuit interrupter, or AFCI, breakers are designed to protect against fires caused by arc faults. If your AFCI breaker is tripping immediately when anything is plugged into the circuit, even though you are using dedicated neutrals and isolated grounds, there are several possible causes to investigate. Firstly, consider loose or faulty connections. Check all electrical connections at outlets, switches, and in junction boxes to ensure they are tight and secure. A loose connection can create an arc, causing the AFCI to trip. Secondly, examine electrical noise. AFCI breakers are sensitive to high-frequency electrical noise that can be caused by appliances or electronics. Try unplugging all devices from the circuit to see if the tripping stops. Certain devices, like some older appliances or those with universal motors, might introduce noise into the circuit. Thirdly, capacitive or inductive loads might be the problem. Certain types of loads, such as motors or fluorescent lights, can cause AFCI breakers to trip. These loads can create intercurrents or voltage fluctuations that the AFCI interprets as a fault. Fourthly, a ground fault could be the culprit. Even though you have separate neutrals and grounds, a minor ground fault can still cause an AFCI breaker to trip. This could be due to damaged wire insulation or a faulty device connected to the circuit. To troubleshoot this issue, consider these steps. 1. Isolate the problem. Remove all devices and appliances from the affected circuit. If the breaker still trips, there may be a problem with the wiring itself. If the breaker holds with everything unplugged, then plug devices in one at a time to identify the problematic device. 2. Check the wiring. Inspect the wiring for any damage, such as cuts, abrasions, or loose connections. Use a multimeter to test the continuity and resistance of the circuit. Look for any shorts between the hot wire and ground, or between the neutral wire and ground. The resistance between neutral and ground should be very high, ideally infinite, indicating no connection. A low resistance reading suggests a ground fault. 3. Consider mitigation techniques. If the problem persists, you may need to mitigate the electrical noise or capacitive or inductive loads. Use shielded cables or install noise filters to reduce electrical interference. Install metal oxide varistor or MOV surge protectors to absorb voltage spikes. Use appliances with lower capacitive or inductive ratings. Some AFCI breakers are more susceptible to nuisance tripping from these types of loads than others. Fourthly, grounding is critical. Check that the grounding system is properly installed and connected. Ensure that the grounding electrodes, such as ground rods or UFA ground, are properly sized and in good condition. The grounding system should provide a low impedance path for fault currents to return to the source, helping the AFCI breaker to trip quickly in the event of a ground fault. Here are some additional tips. Use high-quality AFCI breakers from reputable manufacturers. Some cheaper breakers may be more prone to nuisance tripping. Make sure the AFCI breakers are correctly rated for the circuit ampacity. A 15 amp circuit should have a 15 amp breaker, and a 20 amp circuit should have a 20 amp breaker. An incorrectly sized breaker can cause nuisance tripping or, more seriously, fail to protect the circuit adequately. Consider consulting with a licensed electrician if the problem persists after troubleshooting. An electrician has the tools and expertise to diagnose and repair complex electrical problems. When checking electrical connections, pay close attention to the wire nuts or other connectors used to join wires. Ensure that the wires are securely twisted together and that the connectors are properly tightened. Loose wire nuts can cause arcing and overheating, leading to fires. When testing the continuity and resistance of the circuit, be sure to disconnect the circuit from the power source first. Working on a live circuit can be dangerous and could result in electric shock. When using shielded cables, make sure the shielding is properly grounded. The shielding can help to reduce electrical noise and prevent it from interfering with the AFCI breaker. When installing noise filters, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Incorrect installation can render the filters ineffective or even damage the electrical system. When installing metal oxide varistor or MOV surge protectors, choose models that are specifically designed for use with AFCI breakers. Some surge protectors can actually interfere with the operation of AFCI breakers, causing them to trip unnecessarily. When using appliances with lower capacitive or inductive ratings, look for models that are labeled as being AFCI friendly. These appliances are designed to minimize electrical noise and reduce the risk of nuisance tripping. When checking the grounding system, inspect the ground wire connections at the service panel, the grounding electrodes, and any other grounding points. Ensure that the connections are clean and tight and that the ground wires are not damaged or corroded. If you suspect that the grounding electrodes are not properly sized or in good condition, consult with a licensed electrician to have them inspected and replaced if necessary. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety and can help to prevent fires and electric shock. In accordance with the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 210.12, dwelling units are required to have arc fault circuit interrupter protection in various locations, including bedrooms. The 2017 National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides requirements for AFCI protection to help prevent electrical fires. AFCI breakers are designed to detect arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause fires. An arc fault is an unintentional electrical discharge between two or more conductors. Arc faults can occur due to damaged wiring, loose connections, or faulty appliances. When an arc fault occurs, the AFCI breaker will trip, cutting off the power to the circuit and preventing a fire. There are two main types of AFCI breakers: branch or combination type and outlet branch circuit type. Branch or combination type AFCI breakers provide protection against both series and parallel arc faults. Series arc faults occur when there is a break in a single conductor, while parallel arc faults occur when there is a short circuit between two conductors. Outlet branch circuit type AFCI breakers provide protection against parallel arc faults only. AFCI breakers are required to be installed in all branch circuits that supply 120 volts, single phase, 15 and 20 amp outlets installed in dwelling units. The specific locations where AFCI protection is required may vary depending on the local electrical codes. However, in general, AFCI protection is required in bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, family rooms, recreation rooms, and similar areas. There are a few exceptions to the AFCI requirements. For example, AFCI protection is not required for circuits that supply only fire alarm systems or circuits that supply only smoke detectors. When installing AFCI breakers, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. AFCI breakers are more sensitive than standard circuit breakers and can be tripped by a variety of factors, including electrical noise, capacitive loads, and inductive loads. If you are having problems with AFCI breakers tripping, there are a few things you can try. First, make sure that all of the electrical connections in the circuit are tight and secure. Loose connections can cause arcing, which can trip the AFCI breaker. Second, try unplugging all of the appliances from the circuit to see if the tripping stops. If the tripping stops when all of the appliances are unplugged, then one of the appliances may be causing the problem. Third, try using a different type of AFCI breaker. Some AFCI breakers are more sensitive to electrical noise than others. If you have tried all of these things and the AFCI breaker is still tripping, you may need to consult with a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician can help you to diagnose the problem and find a solution. In addition to the requirements for AFCI protection, the National Electrical Code also includes requirements for ground fault circuit interrupter or GFCI protection. GFCI protection is required in areas where there is a high risk of electric shock, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. GFCI outlets are designed to detect ground faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause electric shock. A ground fault occurs when there is an unintentional electrical path between a live conductor and ground. When a ground fault occurs, the GFCI outlet will trip, cutting off the power to the circuit and preventing electric shock. GFCI protection is required for all 120 volts, single phase, 15 and 20 amp outlets installed in dwelling units in the following locations: bathrooms, kitchens, garages, basements, and outdoor locations. GFCI protection is also required for all 120 volts, single phase, 15 and 20 amp outlets installed within 6 feet of a sink or water source. There are a few exceptions to the GFCI requirements. For example, GFCI protection is not required for circuits that supply only fire alarm systems or circuits that supply only smoke detectors. When installing GFCI outlets, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. GFCI outlets are more sensitive than standard outlets and can be tripped by a variety of factors, including moisture, dirt, and electrical noise. If you are having problems with GFCI outlets tripping, there are a few things you can try. First, make sure that the outlet is not exposed to moisture or dirt. Moisture and dirt can cause the GFCI outlet to trip. Second, try unplugging all of the appliances from the outlet to see if the tripping stops. If the tripping stops when all of the appliances are unplugged, then one of the appliances may be causing the problem. Third, try using a different type of GFCI outlet. Some GFCI outlets are more sensitive to electrical noise than others. If you have tried all of these things and the GFCI outlet is still tripping, you may need to consult with a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician can help you to diagnose the problem and find a solution. When working with electrical wiring, it is important to take safety precautions to protect yourself from electric shock. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical wiring. Use insulated tools and wear rubber gloves to protect yourself from electric shock. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself from harm. In addition to the safety precautions mentioned above, it is also important to follow the National Electrical Code when working with electrical wiring. The National Electrical Code is a set of standards that provides guidelines for the safe installation and maintenance of electrical systems. Following the National Electrical Code can help to prevent electrical fires and electric shock. The National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years, so it is important to make sure that you are using the most recent version. You can purchase a copy of the National Electrical Code from the National Fire Protection Association website. When working with electrical wiring, it is also important to be aware of the local electrical codes. Local electrical codes may be more stringent than the National Electrical Code, so it is important to check with your local building department to make sure that you are following the correct codes. Following the National Electrical Code and local electrical codes can help to ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant. In addition to the information provided above, there are a few other things to keep in mind when troubleshooting AFCI breakers. One thing to keep in mind is that AFCI breakers can be tripped by electromagnetic interference, or EMI. EMI is a type of electrical noise that can be generated by a variety of sources, including computers, radios, and televisions. If you are having problems with AFCI breakers tripping, try moving any electronic devices that are located near the breaker panel. Another thing to keep in mind is that AFCI breakers can be tripped by voltage spikes. Voltage spikes are sudden increases in voltage that can damage electrical equipment. If you are having problems with AFCI breakers tripping, try installing surge protectors on your electrical circuits. Surge protectors can help to protect your electrical equipment from voltage spikes. Finally, it is important to remember that AFCI breakers are designed to protect against electrical fires. If you are having problems with AFCI breakers tripping, it is important to take the problem seriously and to consult with a qualified electrician to have the problem diagnosed and repaired. Ignoring a tripping AFCI breaker could put your home and family at risk of an electrical fire. In summary, troubleshooting AFCI breaker tripping requires a systematic approach. Starting with checking connections, identifying noise sources, and evaluating loads can narrow down the potential causes. Utilizing mitigation techniques such as shielded cables, noise filters, and surge protectors can help resolve the issue. Ensuring proper grounding and consulting with a licensed electrician when needed are crucial steps for a safe and effective solution. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electrical systems.